Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends, welcome back. Where am I? I am here, this is me, and those are my hands, and I've got a grubby mark on one of them, never mind. Welcome back, thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? I hope you're well. If you're new, hello, my name is Jo, and I do nail stuff. She does stuff. I didn't take enough air with nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nail stuff, and moonwalk, stuff with nails. Let's get straight into it. How did I get so much rambling out before I was on screen when I was talking over things all the time, was I? That must have been annoying. I was sent these pudding gels, they're called, from Madame Glam, and it came with a brush. This is a lovely brush. We already got one in the Advent calendar. I nearly said Advent accent adventure. The trauma still lives with me daily. This is the applicator brush. And it's a really nice brush, and it's obviously, these are in pots, so we need a brush because they don't have a bottle brush. I have labelled some pops because I am prepared as fuck. Look at this colour. This one is called Hot Pink. It's kind of more purpley to me. People's ideas of colours vary sometimes, like when someone asks for a coral and they look at something and I'm like, that's not coral, what are you talking about? So I would say this is more of a hot pink, purple and pink, pinkle, oh, pinkle, a hot pink pole, pink. It's hot pink. I'm going to just swatch them quickly on camera. I'm going to show you the second coat because, well, we want to see what two coats look like, and we don't want to watch me do two coats. Think of all the things I would start rambling about. So this is soft coral. I think this is a soft coral. See, this is my idea of coral, but some of my clients have some wild ideas of what coral is. So we'll get two coats of these on, and then I'll top coat them off camera. I was really I had thoughts about, because I've never tried pot gels before. Have I don't think so. Maybe I don't know, I can't remember. Oh, look at this one. This one's called Cherry, and it's amazing. I have never used pot gels before, I don't think. So applying with the brush, and I always imagined that when you put your brush at the top of the nail, oh, my alarm's going off, hang on, shh, snooze. Oh, I should have pressed dismiss. Anyway, when I apply, where was I? Yes, when I apply, right, shh, can we all just shush, please, and get back to the subject at hand? Thank you. I always imagined that when you put the brush at the top of the nail and then swipe down, pull down, whatever you want, do a stroke. I always imagined that it would sort of drag from where you've put the brush and that there wouldn't be much left where at the top of the nail. Does that make sense? Like at the cuticle area. This is Nude Pink. We're going to use this today when we do something with them. And then, oh yeah, look who found the reverse button. One more time, break it down. It's so satisfying. Right. I imagined this bit here, just that bit at the top, that when you pulled it down, there wouldn't be. Anyway, doesn't matter what I imagine because it didn't happen. And they apply like a D-ream, and the brush is perfectly shaped for the cuticle. Am I shouting? Sorry. Is perfectly shaped for the cuticle area. And I did find, oh look, there's still some pink in my brush. Naughty. I did find that it took a bit of getting used to using that brush, and I think it would take some getting used to, but not enough that you wouldn't be able to just do it. You know, you can do it, it just feels a bit different, that is all. I did notice though that these pudding gels, they are obviously thicker and creamier, like a pudding, like a bit like the consistency of the chocolate yogurt I have every evening. You know the one, yeah. They stay put, so wherever you put this, there's no risk of flooding the cuticle. They stay where you put them because they're thick, they're not moving. It's lovely. So these are all the ones that I have: Iris, Nude Pink, Plum Rose, Hot Pink, Soft Coral, and Cherry. I think Cherry maybe looks a bit brighter there than it actually is. I think it's a bit softer in real life. And I've topped them all with the Madame Glam No Wipe top coat, which I am obsessed with. You can use code MISSJO30 for a whopping 30% off. And if you use or copy the link in the description, then they know that you've come from me. I earn a bit of commission and they know that it's worth sending me free stuff. So use that link in the description and code MISSJO30 for money off. I'm going to draw some butterflies now. Let's preface the upcoming ramblings with the following statement. I can't draw butterflies. So I'm going to do curved line, another curvy line, and then two curved. The top one's kind of, it's like a side boob kind of looks like, and then an eye shape. So then we're going to imagine another side boob behind it, the other boob. And then as if we're going to imagine the same shape is behind it. It's quite a perky side boob. I'm going to guess she's 28. So we'll do a 28-year-old side boob and an eye shape and then put them behind it as well. This one here, we're going to do an open butterfly, a wing spread winged, just a butterfly. And that looks like a bra with boobs hanging underneath it. What's with the boob analogy? I don't know. But you know when you lift your bra just off your boobs and have it on your chest and they're just, you know, do you do that? I don't know. So this one didn't go very well. I wanted another open butterfly, but a different shape butterfly. I wanted there to be more gap between the top bits and the bottom, the bits that I'm doing now, as opposed to them joining up like the other one. It was kind of, you know, you can see. So those shapes aren't fantastic, but another bra that's got a bow on it. There we go. That was a bra tied up, like a, what's her name from the film with the cars and the Daisy Duke tied up top it. Shut up. So we painted some butterflies and I cured them. I only did those lines really, really thin. Well, thinnish, because they're not going to be our final outline. So it was just to get a guide on there to put the colours on. And I'm using a smaller brush. I'm using the loop brush from Crystal Nails, the one I fucked up in the last video. You fuck! Been stabbing this on the desk because it had a little protective cap on, but it was the wrong cap and the brush was sticking out the end of it. I've just fucked it up royally. Oh! Right, but I'm going to have to buy another one immediately. And I'm only just remembering now that I haven't ordered a new one, which I was meant to do straight away. So I was going to do them just this colour. So I did 2 coats of this, although I think I would probably do it the same, even though I do end up putting another colour on there. So I'm going to cover all of them with just the wing part and leave a gap for the body. So I'm going to do that and then we'll cure it for a minute. These cure for a minute. And we'll do 2 coats, and then we're taking iris, this purple, this lilac, this iris colour, and I'm putting a little bit at the middle, and then I'm going to take a detail brush and do a thin line of the hot pink again on the side of this iris colour, because I want to ombre it out. And I wasn't too fussed about there being sort of streaky marks, because this isn't how I would do a normal ombre, but in a small space. I was just kind of making it up, really. So I'm just kind of blending them together a bit, just kind of scribbling and just doing little straight lines to pull one colour into another. But it doesn't matter if you do have streaky lines. It doesn't matter if it's not a perfectly seamless blend, because it's organic, it's a butterfly, so any streaks will just add character to it, which was what I should have been thinking, but I did end up faffing for quite some time. So you can faff as much as you want, or as little as you want, really. And then I think I added a little bit more of the hot pink towards the outside, and then started to draw it in, because I felt like the iris colour was taking over too much. So that's me saying I'm going to faff around a bit more and do it on all of them. So that's the finished faffing. So you can see it is sort of streaky, but I think that's okay. And then I'm taking Perfect Black, which is the Madame Glam black. And I should have taken those lines there more up at an angle, but I kind of went straight. And I chose to go straight, but I can't remember for why. So we'll outline it and then I can't draw the inside details of butterfly wings. I looked at so many pictures and just all of them, I just thought, no, not happening. So I flashed that, and I've taken the point up in that corner there and filled it in, made it a bit thicker, just the tip, the pointy bit. I'm pointing at it. You can't see me pointing at it. And then I'm just going to do straight lines coming out, and I do end up doing more with them, but that was just how I was going to start because I just couldn't get into drawing detail. I just know. And then, did I flash those? No, I did not. I'm going to curve. So where the straight line meets the outline, we'll just curve it. Curve it and fill it in black, and that's going to give you the rounded corners to our bits of stuff. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to talking about doing butterflies. I'm never in the mood to do butterflies. I'm just not a butterfly kind of girl. So whilst I was feeling butterflies, I thought, shit, let's just get a whole bunch out. I've just laid my brush and pulled it down and lifted off the pressure towards the bottom to get the body. I had quite a bit of product on there, and I did the same with those, just a little bit of pressure to get the kind of end of the antennas. And then, so I put a tiny bit of pressure down to get what I used to think when I was a child was their eyes. They have their eyes on the end of their antennas, like slugs. But I know they don't. I've known that for quite some time. It's been at least a week. And then this bit here, when I did the back bottom wingy bit, I forgot to bring it all the way round because it was poking out a bit underneath that bottom one, but hey ho, I'm only noticing it now. So again, we're going to do some straight curved lines and then fill in, so just do little U shapes at the top of every line, every straight curved line, and that will give them these nice rounded corners. Yes, the antenna, no, not the eyes. I did a very tiny bit of pressure, almost just putting your brush to the nail and not necessarily actually putting more pressure on it, but just letting it sit for a millisecond before then pulling the brush down and lifting off the pressure so it disappears before it reaches the body of the butterfly. I'm calling it the body, the middle bit, before it reaches that, just because it gives it a very kind of wispy, thin look. While I'm doing this bit, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who commented on my community post the other day, just saying that I was going to miss an upload. I was having a horrendous time with anxiety. I know that I've read all the comments and they help me so much. They really do make a difference, and so I'm so appreciative of them. And I know that a lot of you know what it's like to have a bad patch with anxiety or panic attacks and things, and I was up and down. Like, it comes in waves, doesn't it? You're like having full-blown panic attack and then it goes down a bit, but the bits where it's down a bit, they're not necessarily the happy times where you're normal. That's just when you're highly anxious. That's the calm, that's the rest. Look at that bit there. Let's get that bit up again. This was the first one I did, actually. I don't know what's in this order. I thought just a push and then a pull and a wisp, that will do, and I was amazed. It kind of was exactly what I wanted. So touching the nail, lift off and wisp. But yeah, the body, I wasn't expecting it to go that well. I was fully ready for several attempts to get that, but it just kind of worked. And I thought, is it okay for a first time at it to put it in the lamp? Should I not do this 17 more times? But no, it was fine. So we put it in there. I'm going to do the same on this one. The bodies of the open wing, spread winged butterflies leave a lot to be desired. I think I did them too long at the top. I shouldn't have done them so long at the top. What was I saying? I was just saying thank you for all your comments on my post. It really means a lot. And yeah, I was having a horrendous time with it. It's so fucking scary, and it's so horrible, and you just have this feeling of impending doom, and it's just the most uncomfortable thing ever. and you just feel so shit. Like it's like having paranoia. Have you ever taken something that maybe you shouldn't have taken and got really bad paranoia? It's like that times a million, and you just have to sit with it and deal with it, and it's so scary. And I think anyone who manages to just live with having anxiety and getting panic attacks, it's such hard work. And I was so exhausted after those few days. It felt like I'd climbed Everest. The amount of adrenaline that goes through your body, and just the fear and everything, it's so exhausting. And the only way to have a day of doing nothing is to miss a whole video, because I'm working with clients, and filming and editing takes up 7 days of my week. So the only way to have one day of not doing anything is to miss an upload, because I won't get one done in time otherwise. Anyway, what I'm saying is thank you so much for all the lovely things he said, and it really does help, and it means so much. And I'm feeling a lot better now. It is past, but doesn't mean I'm free of it forever, but I'm okay now. And you always will be okay. You will always, a panic attack, nobody has ever... Oh, I'm adding dots with a very small dotting tool and perfect white. I'm sorry, we've gone off on a tangent. There's 3 butterflies. They're all very similar. Now we're adding dots. Yeah, nobody, remember this, nobody has ever died of a panic attack. Just no, they haven't. And it cannot kill you. And nothing that you're thinking is going to happen. And the scariest thing about it is it itself. You having those feelings is the worst thing that's going to happen. The other stuff that your head is, like we're all going to die, it's not happening. We'll do another video maybe talking about it, because it's a big thing. Oh, and I totally missed what I was doing there. I added some more lines to the wings. I just kind of felt that they needed a bit more detail, so I literally just did lines, just a few wiggly lines here and there. No, I didn't try and make them symmetrical or match the whatever. No, we just added some thin lines just to make it look a bit more intricate, just to make it look like it was more difficult than it was. And now I'm going to, I didn't want to do 5 butterflies. I was bored of butterflies at this point. So I've got my butterfly painting urge out of the way for at least another 3 years, unless you want more butterflies. So I'm doing some swirls. We're doing swirls, and these, because these are so pigmented, I'm only going to do, you don't need to do 2 coats of this. So I've started the hot pink line thinner and then got thicker at the bottom, and I'm going to do the reverse with this colour Iris. So I'm doing it thinner where the pink one's thick and thicker where the pink one's thin. And then we'll add some, I'm flash curing each one. So I think I cured because they cure for a minute and you're putting it right next to a colour. I think I gave them maybe 20 or 30 seconds just so that they didn't bleed into each other. And then I'm going to take black and do the same. So that one's thinner at the bottom. So the purple, the lilac one is thinner at the bottom. So we'll make the black one thicker at the bottom, and then we'll put some dots in there just to match the colours of the butterfly, because yeah, I didn't want to draw more butterflies. I was secretly just very mildly, it was a very subtle pride of the butterfly that is flying. No, wait, its wings are together. The side boob butterfly, the side boob species. I was really happy with it because I don't do butterflies. I haven't really had anyone ask for butterflies. I've got butterfly stamping plates and butterfly foils, so if anyone does want it, and I do prefer to paint. I'm just chatting shit now. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm doing more swirls and we're flashing in between. What was I saying? Yes, if anyone wants something that I have a foil or a stamping plate of, you would think that I would want to use that. That's much easier and quicker. But I do find that I would rather paint something for several reasons. One, stamping would be easier if it went perfectly every time, but sometimes it doesn't. And you just know that it'll be like it's happened to me before. It'll be on the 10th nail and suddenly it won't work. And now what do? It just won't pick up. I don't know why. Stamps can be arseholes. I think that's just it. But what's the other reason? The other reason is I like painting. I like hand painting stuff. So, and I always think, is there a possibility that you could paint that? If the answer is, well, give it a go, then give it a go. Because that's how you improve your skills and get better at doing things. So if you can paint it, do. It's always going to teach you new things. Every time you paint something, even if you painted it 100 times before, you always think of ways that you could do it a bit better or do it a bit differently or make it easier or quicker. But I think the main reason I prefer to paint things than using foils or stamps or stickers is because you can colour match the other nails perfectly. Obviously, you can use the gel polish that you've used on the other nails, whereas with stamps and things, you don't have as many stamping polishes. Maybe you do have as many stamping polishes as you do gel polishes. I don't. I've got quite a lot, but not perfect matches. And if you want something to match perfectly, well, then you have to use the same product. So I do like to paint things instead. And also, cheeky side note, you can charge more. If you've hand painted something, it's going to cost more than if you just use a sticker or something, but also it's going to take more time, so you'd have to charge more anyway. It's not like, haha, I sneakily charged more. Well, no, you spent an extra half an hour or an hour or whatever doing it, so you've earned it. Where are we going with this? I don't fucking know. How are you all? Are you all okay? I hope you are all okay. You always leave such nice comments, and I want to be able to leave nice comments back to everyone, but I haven't been able to reply to every comment. I think I made it to 20,000 subscribers replying to every comment. That's not too bad now, is it? But I do still read them all. Oh, we've got some lovers and haters. I've got a few. I think I've got maybe 3, 4, 5, something like that. So we'll do that when I'm back on screen. I've sped this bit up because I'm doing the same, but I'm not doing the same. I'm doing it a bit less, just sort of not taking up as much of the nail, just so it was a bit different. I did find, what was I saying? I was asking how you are. I hope you're all okay. I do read all the comments, but don't think that if I don't reply that I haven't read it. You have been heard, you have been read, and appreciated. Were we going anywhere with this? Oh yes, I found that filming off camera I was more inclined to do these butterflies because I haven't done butterflies I think I've done one, maybe two before. But I found that I was more inclined to try something new-ish and different off camera, because I found since I've been on camera that I've only wanted to do designs or only done designs that I know how to do. I haven't necessarily tried anything that is out of my comfort zone. I've done some fiddly. Oh no, I haven't done any. Have I done anything particularly fiddly on camera? Maybe, but nothing that I thought, oh, this is going to take a while, because it's being on the. Oh, look at this topping. Oh, this top coat is amazing. I'm doing it nice and thick. It's thick anyway. And some of them I've held upside down for a minute just before pushing it in the lamp to draw that, to draw the product to the center so we get a straight light line. But this top coat is my favorite of all time. But yes, I find that the added sort of, not pressure, but the added duties, I suppose, means that I'm less likely to do something that is out of my comfort zone, that I might have to wipe, redo, because which version of me talking to the camera do I use? Do I have to keep repeating it again? Or what if I wipe it 20 times and then do it again? What did I say earlier? Have I said what I've already said? Have I not said what I need to say, like to the it's so much more difficult, I find, to film on camera at the same time as doing the nails. So I haven't been doing anything that I found too tricky, but doing it off camera where I can sit up there all night long and be up there till 2, 3, 4. I think this one was 5 in the morning, but I didn't start till really, really late, like 1. Then I can do that off camera. So it was quite nice to just be off screen for a bit and try something new. So these are the pudding gels. This is them compared to a full-size Madame Glam bottle, just so you can see how big they are. They're really dinky. I think they're 5 mils, I think. I'll put it on screen if it's not 5 mils. Yes, it is. I can see it from here, just. So that's the pots of those, and this is our final set. I did butterflies, people, and I think they're okay, aren't they? Are they okay? What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know which one is your favourite. I think this one's mine. This was the first nail I did in this set, so I think that's why it's my favourite, because I was like, oh, kind of looks like a butterfly. And it put me in a good mood to do the rest of them. I appreciate you being here so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you being here so much. I'll be back on camera very soon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.